Hey, what's up guys, Turtlelags here, bringing you another Lord of Dice Global video. Now I figured I'd film my ultimate gem guide for Lord of Dice Global before I head out to work in about an hour. I spent a lot of time, researching and keeping track of every single gem generating opportunity available in this game. So hopefully this will be a pretty comprehensive guide for you. If you do end up stumbling over a guide that's even better, or if you have something you want to add to this, please do not hesitate to comment that below. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. And actually, as I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and have my autoplay, my replay. I'm really low on resources right now, so I'm just going to let this run as I talk about this. Alright, so let's begin. So a few topics I want to go over today. I want to go over renewable sources of gems, then I will talk a little bit about finite sources of gems, and then I will be talking about some gem spending tips. While ideally you want to spend most of your gems on the premium summons, there are actually a couple things that are worth spending gems on as well. And then I'll close with some final thoughts. Alright, so renewable sources of gems. There's the daily missions where every day you can, assuming you completed every daily mission and got the ultimate prize, you would get 450 gems per day, which for 7 days would be 3,150 gems per week. And for 4 weeks that comes out to 12,600 gems per month. Now if you are casually playing this game but want to optimize the time that you spend on it, I would say the one thing you should do before anything else is the daily missions, because that is hands down going to be your largest source of renewable gems, even more than every other suggestion I will offer to you combined. Next we've got PvP League. Now if you look over in the help section, it shows you, assuming you hit rank 2 of PvP League, how many gems you would unlock. So assuming you went from rank 10 all the way to rank 2, which is not that difficult if you've been playing this game for a month now. I think the toughest opponents are like rank 54 in the PvP League, so that's not bad. And even if you fail, you get, assuming that you play it once at least, if you play it at least 1 to 2, or I'm sorry, my thoughts are jumbled right now. If you play it every day and every now and then play it in the morning as well, you should be able to reach the 2,880 gems per month from PvP League. Next we got PvP Arena. Now assuming you win 12 times in PvP before the week is over, then you can get potentially 480 gems per month. Alright, let's keep going. So next we've got the weekly guild login rewards. Now assuming that your guild is moderately active, you should be getting about 1,200 gems per month. My guild is pretty active, but we still haven't hit the weekly guild login rewards is 400 gems per month if you're in like a moderately active guild. If you are in a really active guild, like everyone's logging in every single day, you can potentially get up to 1,200 gems per month. But I think in my calculations I just included the 400 gems, since for most guilds this is what you can expect to earn, unless your guild's like not active at all. Next we've got weekly arena and raid ranking rewards. I took a screenshot of the ranking rewards I got yesterday. Basically at the end of each month, or each week rather, depending on your ranking in arena and raid, they will distribute gems or gold. Now I would here, let me actually go out of here so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about here. I basically calculated assuming you hit the minimum rank required to start earning gems as rewards, which is not that difficult at all, guys. Like, even in my early stages of the game where I was losing left to right to write against, you know, pay-to-play people. I was still reaching the minimum amount required to start earning gems. So here, I'll show you real quick. So if we go to PvP, Arena, Help, oh, actually ranking info, is it? Oh, reward info, here we go. Okay, never mind. So I guess the minimum's 100, but guys, if you're playing even like a moderate amount, you should be able to hit this one every week. So yeah, aim for this here. I find it really hard to break into here, although so okay, it's like this. If you spend a moderate amount of time, then you'll get 300. If you spend, you know, a lot of time and have a decent, you know, dicer team, then you can go up to 800, which, you know, I would say 300 to 350. This is what you can expect to get each week. And if we go to, so that was what for arena. If we go to raids next, if you are fighting this guy, then you should be able to, let me see if I can find the rewards. Nope. Where is it? Okay, anyways, I cannot find the prizes for this, but anyways, expect to get 300 if you can beat both this boss and this boss consistently. Alright, so next we got event rewards. So, you know, this one's a little harder to predict. I mean, you can always count on events being there, but you cannot always rely on, you know, X amount of gems, you know, per event. So I pretty much estimated this. This is actually a very conservative estimate. I anticipate that if you're playing the game every day, you should be getting more than 500 gems per week. Because, you know, even with the small little bitty gems here and there, like 200 at a time, you should be able to, you know, at least you know, for this event here, hit this 500 gem reward. Okay, so just if we keep on going here, so, you know, every time you log in, you know, if you can check your schedule here. Every time you log in, every week you will get some sort of gem reward. Initially, the first week you get 500, then the next 3 weeks you get 300 gems each week. So which adds up to about 1,400 per month. Now, for clovering cubes, if I go over here, well, I don't have any cubes now, but if I did, and you clover it, which, you know, you spend clovers to increase your chance of getting more items, you can get a small amount of gems from time to time. I excluded this from my calculations because I figured, you know, it's unreliable, and, you know, I haven't been keeping track, so I'm not I can't really give you a good estimate. Alright, so, you know, if we tally all of this combined, yeah, okay, so I included the minimum, then you should be getting 22,160 gems per month, assuming you've exhausted all the other limited exhaustible sources of gems, which I will talk about next. So this equates to about 7 premium summons, along with, you know, with about 1,160 gems remaining to, you know, spend the gems on other content as well. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. Now, non-renewable sources of gems. I could only come up with 2 things. I'm sure there's a lot more, but if you've been playing this game for about a month like me, most of these gems have already been acquired. So Infinity Tower, I would say, is very generous with gems. Every time you say, let's see here, yeah, every time you clear a floor, you'll get some sort of reward. Yeah, see, 500 gems right there. So, you know, once you obtain this, you can't get it again. See here, you already claimed this reward. That's why it's a finite source of gems. Achievement missions, here I'll show you what I'm talking about. That is referring to, this right here. So, you know, for every 10 ranks, every time you rank multiples of 10, like you reach rank 10, 20, 30, 40, etc., you get like X amount of gems. And I think the amount of gems you get increases the more ranks you get. Now, I could be wrong, but I've read somewhere that the limit for ranks at the moment is 150. I mean, it'll take me about a month or two to confirm this, but anyways, that's why it's a finite source. Unsealing is the next one here. So I think every time you unseal X amount of dicers, you get 100 gems. Alright, and then logging in, so I know there's the login event, but there's also daily logins as well. They reward that separately. And yeah, I think that's about it there. Now, this is if you are completely free to play. Yeah, completely free to play. So, what should you spend your gems on? Now, obviously, the number one thing you should do, or you should spend the gems on, is your premium summons. You want to do premium summon as opposed to regular summon, because you get at least one 4-star dicer guaranteed when you summon, times 11. So do premium summon. Now, if you are grinding overnight, then I would recommend that you also increase your dicer slots. I do not know if 30 you can buy up to 30 slots or not, but this is well worth it because for instance, I leave my game on overnight grinding while I sleep, you know, used to be you know, if I was on my restroom break in the middle of the night, I would, you know, salvage all my dicers so that I could keep continuing without it stopping. But you know, if you buy dicer slots, you don't have to do that. Same thing applies with rune slots. Down the road, I will be farming runes, and yeah, so this is well worth it too. Once you purchase these, I mean, these slots are permanent, so well worth the investment. Another thing that I would consider spending gems on is the avatars. As you can see here, this one costed me, I forget, I think it was like 1,500 gems. Let's check the other ones. I think she's the only gem avatar I bought. Let's see. Oh no, I bought him, this one as well. I'm trying to find one that I haven't bought yet so I can show you the cost. And I bought her as well. Oh, did I buy him as well? Okay. Oh, I know. I haven't bought Yuri yet, although I will soon. Okay, there we go. So, oh, not 1,500, 2,500. Okay. So, there are currently up to 5 avatars that you can buy that you can purchase for 2,500 each. Once you buy it, you don't have to buy it again, so I would consider this also a worthy investment of your gems. Alright, so here, let me just change back to my original avatar. Alright, so there you have it, guys. I hope I'm not missing anything. I have to get to work in about an hour, so I hope you found this informative. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe. I will continue to release awesome content like this, guides that will help add value to your overall gameplay experience. Okay, so take care, have a great day. Bye-bye.